What's going on, guys? GT, I am the Tie, coming at you with another narrated Wi-Fi battle today. Sorry about the delay between videos. I think I say that in every single video, but yeah, I haven't been on for the past week. I haven't been able to battle anyone, so I'm going to bring you something from the archives. I got a match here against Scott, TheAcousticKind, who is an awesome player, excellent stall player, and he challenged me to an NU match because he was trying to playing around with the team, and I really don't play NU, but I'm going to use 6 guys that I really like, and that's pretty much what I'm going to do. So let's get the match started. Let's see if I can break through through the toxic stalling madness. But I got to fur it out here against a Beedrill. I figure if he's a toxic spike set, I have a dust stalk, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm just going to go for the body slam. I get the parahacks, and he was actually a scarf Beedrill, so that was kind of a big deal because he was going to go for a brick break. But I figured I'd go for the body slam again just in case he decided to leave the Beedrill in, have the sand slash. I'm going to try to scare it away by going into a Quagsire. So obviously I figure he's going to switch fearing the water move, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the toxic. In comes a Mantine, and that works out pretty nicely for me, but I think they're notorious rest talkers, so the fact that I got a toxic on him only matters if he doesn't have the rest, which I'm kind of hoping he doesn't. But I'm going to switch into dust talk, predicting him to go for a toxic now to try to cripple my Quagsire, and now he's going to go ahead and switch out into Meganium. I was actually expecting a fire type or an Espeon or something like that to come out, so that's why I go for the light screen. But obviously in comes the Meganium. I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Skunk Tank now. I figure he's the best guy to take a Leech Seed really, because I don't have anyone else that really wants to take a Leech Seed, and I'm going to go for the Poison Jab, figuring that the Sand Slash probably going to come in, but I'm going to make him make that prediction, and I really thought the Poison Jab would have done a lot more damage considering its life orb, but that did nothing. So obviously that really sucks. I don't want to go back into Quagsire just in case he predicts that, so I'm going to go ahead and switch into the Baconator this time. And he goes for a knockoff, and I was really hoping to trick the Scarf off onto something immediately, so that kind of blows, but I'm going to go for the Psychic anyway. In comes the Mantine, and he takes that way too well, so he's probably specially defensive, and obviously that's going to force a switch on my end. I really can't do anything to him. I figure he might go for the Toxic again, just in case. I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Dustox now, and I take the Toxic. You know, I don't take the Toxic at all because I'm a freaking Dustox, and he's going to go for the Surf. I know I can take one of those, so I'm just going to go for the Bug Buzz because I figure I don't need to Roost just yet, and that was a critical hit, and that did absolutely nothing. But here's the moment right here. If he's got the rest, and I'm going to have to figure out a way to take out this Mantine. Obviously, Sand Slash, Mantine, and Meganium is a fierce trio in terms of walls, and I have pretty much no way to touch them because I don't have stab, water, fire, or grass moves, which is kind of a big flaw for the team, but you know, they're fun pokes, so whatever. But I'm going to switch into my Skunk Tank Killer, kind of hoping to explode, but he double switches into Entei, so obviously I need to counteract that. Go into my Quagsire. He sets up a substitute, which I wasn't expecting. I thought he'd be a physical Entei, obviously, but I'm going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake, and he's going to set up a Calm Mind, and that kind of sucks, obviously, because I don't know if he got the Hidden Power Grass, but he has Meganium, so I'm more inclined to think he has Hidden Power Rock or Hidden Power Electric, so I'm going to stay in and try to call his bluff, and he switches into a Meganium at this point, so obviously my Quagsire walls his Entei, which is a good thing to know, but I can't let him get Toxic. That's really important, so I'm going to switch into my Camera Up. Even if he gets Toxic, I don't really care. I can threaten him out immediately, and now I figure the Mantine's going to come back in, so I'm going to switch it back into my Skunk Tank, but obviously I can't do too many switches with Skunk Tank anymore, and I figure the Sand Slash is just going to come back in to try to wall me, and I have nothing to really touch him, so I'm just going to go for the Explosion, because that's the way you can take out a wall. It works out pretty well, and obviously down goes the Sand Slash. 1 of 3 walls down. That's the most important thing in my mind. So I'm going to go into Fuzzy, just in case he sends in a wall. I can try to trick it off, trick a Scarf onto something, but goes into a Sharpedo. Aqua Jet's not going to take me out from that range, so I'm going to go for the Body Slam. I feel pretty safe, figuring he's probably going to switch. I get the Paralysis on the Entei, which is really useful, so obviously I'm going to see if I can wall him again. But he actually switches into Meganium now, and obviously I'm fearing the Energy Ball. I don't know if he's going to predict that, and then I go for a Toxic or something like that, so I'm going to go into my Dustox. He goes for the Aromatherapy. He's got a Cleric. I kind of figured he had a Cleric, so that really sucks, but obviously at this point Dustox is the guy who can probably take the Leech Seed pretty well, considering I don't have a Grass type. I'm going to set up the Light Screen just in case he switches back out into the Entei, but obviously I'm figuring since I got the Light Screen up, it's a free Toxic on whatever he wants to leave in, and he switches back into the Mantine. It's a Rest Talker, so I need to figure out a way to take that guy down. So I'm going to go into my Fuzzy. I figure I can try to trick the Scarf off onto him, but now I'm thinking that tricking the Scarf would be a little bit too obvious in this scenario, and I remember that he still has the Beedrill, and I'm thinking that thing might be Scarf or choice in some way. So I'm going to go for the Body Slam, and in comes the Beedrill, so that works out pretty nicely for me, and in becomes a Land 5 time, which is awesome. Littlefoot for the win, and obviously I figure I don't want to overpredict or do something crazy, so I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Camera Up, and at this point, I figure the Mantine's probably going to come back into wall me, because that's what he did the last time, so I'm just going to go for the Explosion again, because that's pretty much the best option that I got, and in comes the Mantine, which works out pretty well. 2 out of 3 walls down. All I got is that one wall left. Basically, Quagsire had a dominant matchup on everyone except the Meganium in that switch. So I switched into the Quagsire, and he switched into a Meganium. So go figure. I gotta go into Dustox. I might as well go for the Roost in this scenario, and he got the Leech Seed on whatever he wants. So that kind of sucks, but obviously I can hit him with a Bug Buzz. I don't think it's gonna be doing too much damage, but I think the Toxic is more important for me because it's gonna force him to use up the rest of his aromatherapies. He's only got like 8 of them, right? So he can't stall me out forever, and I feel like I got the upper hand. Basically, my Dustox has the ability to wall his Sharpedo, or not his Sharpedo, that would be stupid. It basically has the way to take out the Meganium, but the Quagsire has the ability to take out the Entei and the Sharpedo. So at this point, if I play my cards right, then I can still win the match. That's the way I'm thinking about it right now. So obviously I'm going to switch into my Entei. I don't want to overpredict. I don't want to lose the Dustox because it's so important to take out Meganium. So in comes my Quagsire. Obviously this guy's got a recovery move, so I'm not too worried about that at all. And obviously he's got to be freeing the Earthquake in this point, so I figure he's going to go into a Meganium. So I'm going to go for the Ice Punch, and I'm like, haha, but it does absolutely nothing, because Meganium's such a monster, and obviously I have to be freeing the Grass move in this point. I don't want to overpredict once again, because that would really, really suck. So I'm going to go into Fuzzy, in comes the Seed Bomb, and thankfully I'm kind of a bulky first, so I'm able to take it, still survive around a Toxic damage, and at this point, I really want to get the Scarf onto this guy. I feel like that's a good way of crippling his last wall, because I got no one else who can explode, but he can go for the aromatherapy, and I really thought he went for an attacking move right here, because after my Furret died, I technically could have switched in the Quagsire and got a free Earthquake on something, which would have been really, really good. But obviously I switched to my Dustox because I totally forgot that he was locked into aromatherapy. So I'm gonna go for the Roost because it's a free Roost. In comes the Sharpedo, and now I'm thinking he can't Waterfall me because he got the Quagsire. He's probably gonna crunch me at full health. Basically, I'm pretty sure I can live that pretty handily, and I can fire off with a Bug Buzz. He's really, really frail. There's no way he's gonna be able to take it. So I'm gonna see if I can get aggressive right here. And he shows that he's got a Zen Headbutt. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been like a year since I've seen a Zen Headbutt on a Sharpedo, because I really thought that that Mach Punch is more common, because Scarf Rampardos is like one of the best sweepers in NU. So obviously I was not expecting the Zen Headbutt. The crit is icing on the cake, but this opens a huge hole in my team. I got no answer for the Meganium anymore, and I'm pretty boned. I need someone to basically I need Grumpig to evolve into a better poke, because basically I can't send out Grumpig until the Sharpedo's gone. But I'm gonna go ahead figure I might as well try to Life Orb stall him down a little bit with this with my Quagsire. He's gonna go for the Crunch, and he's gonna start getting defense drops, and this kind of puts me in a pickle. I don't want to calculate, but obviously I don't think I can kill him from that range because I'm not invested in an attack at all. So I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake in this point, because if he gets another defense drop, I'm totally boned. And sure enough, he does get the other defense drop. It would have been completely futile to try to stall him out at that point. But obviously, I'm gonna be able to take out the Sharpedo, but he can freely switch into Meganium. I can't switch into my my Grumpig at this point, because he can't take 2 Seed Bombs, and because I tricked him to Scarf, he's actually faster than my Grumpig now. So go figure, I trick a Scarf onto a wall, and the wall ends up being able to outspeed my team and completely wreck me. So I go into my the Baconator, my Grumpig, my last guy. He's gonna finish me off with a Seed Bomb, and I'm gonna go for the Psychic, hope that maybe I can get a critical hit, but it turns out he's specially defensive. I really thought he was physically defensive, because he took that way too well, and obviously I think that's like a 2-0 in his favor. And I was so close to breaking through the trio of walls, but obviously I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Definitely feel free to click the like button if you did. And yeah, this was from about a month ago, so obviously great game, Scott. I had a lot of fun playing. We'll definitely do more battle stuff. We did like a weird endurance battle thing, but I was using like Pachirisu and other weird things like that, and he brought like a super serious Blissey team. So obviously I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm working on that team building thing right now, but I'm working on little background pictures to use. So obviously whenever I get that going, I'm actually narrating in a random room right now, because they're like remodeling stuff in my sister's house. But obviously I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll catch you guys another time. Bye.